Hey friends, in today's video, I'm gonna break down a movie that'll totally make you feel the true meaning of love. The movie we're talking about is 21st Century Girl. Let me just say, if you haven't watched this Korean gem yet, you're seriously missing out on something incredible. Last night, when I watched it, I was literally in tears. Anyway, I'd love for you all to stick around till the end of this video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Let's not waste time and dive right into the story. The movie kicks off with this girl, Bora, receiving a package from an art exhibition. Her dad, who's a voice artist, calls her about it and sends her a picture of the package. That picture takes Bora back to memories from 15 years ago. When she gets to her room, she finds her best friend, Kim, lying there. Bora's like, "Why haven't you packed yet? Aren't you going to New York for your heart surgery?" Kim replies, "I'm not going. My heart's not even mine anymore. Someone stole it." Flashback to when Kim was at her family shop. This guy walks in, and since Kim's mom wasn't around, he was about to leave. Kim stops him saying, "Hold up, I can take your measurements for the clothes." But while talking, she trips and falls. The guy steps forward to help her, and boom, Kim falls head over heels for him. Bora, hearing this, is like, "Girl, this happens to you all the time. You fall for someone new every other day." But Kim's serious this time. She says, "I haven't seen him since, but he was wearing our high school's uniform." Yup, turns out this guy goes to the same school as Kim and Bora. Kim's hesitant about her surgery, saying she doesn't want to go to New York. Bora reassures her, "Go without worries, I'll keep you updated on everything about this guy." See, Bora's created an email account just to send Kim all the details about this mystery dude. Kim's thrilled and heads off to New York for her surgery, while Bora goes to school. On the bus, Bora runs into the guy. His name is June. That's the name Kim saw in his uniform at the shop. Once at school, Bora goes full detective mode, following June to find out everything: his height, shoe size, who his friends are, where he lives, if he's got a girlfriend, you name it. She learns June's best friend is Anne, and that June's part of the broadcasting club. To get closer to him, Bora works hard to join the club too. Anne tries to befriend Bora, but she's not interested. She's laser focused on Ji-yoon. To get his phone number, Bora calls June's landline pretending she's from a quiz competition. When she asks for his personal number, Ji-yoon recognizes her voice. The next day, Anne shows up at Bora's class and calls her out, saying, "That was you on the phone, right?" Turns out, Anne answered the call, not Ji-yoon, and figured out it was Bora. At first, Bora denies it, but then she comes clean. She makes a deal with Anne. She says, "I'll get you Ji-yoon's number if you watch a movie with me." Anne agrees, but for some reason, the movie plan falls through. The next day, Anne brings Ji-yoon to Bora's family shop, where Ji-yoon registers his number. Bora, now with Ji-yoon's number, sends it to Kim. She keeps collecting every bit of info about Ji-yoon for her best friend. Later, Bora, Anne, and others plan to hit up a cherry blossom festival after school. At the festival, Bora asks Anne about Ji-yoon's type, what kind of girl he likes, his favorite movie, his future plans. Anne starts talking about himself instead, saying he loves photography and videography. Bora's like, I'm asking about Ji-yoon, not you." Bora always carried a camera, capturing every moment of life on video. That night, some troublemakers ganged up on Jen. Bora rushed to help, but in the chaos got hurt, taking a hit to the leg. Anu, wide-eyed, looked at Bora's leg and asked, "Are you okay?" It was only later that Anu noticed the injury, realizing Bora had been hurt worse than they thought. The next day, Ji-yoon took Bora on a motorcycle ride to a quiet spot. "You got hurt because of my mistake," Jen said, guilt in his voice. "Why'd you risk yourself like that?" Bora shrugged and said, "I know someone who'd be heartbroken if you got hurt." Jin frowned, puzzled. "What, you wouldn't care if I got hurt?" The bike wouldn't start, so they hitched a ride home in another car. It got late, and they ended up grabbing dinner at a little diner near school. Bora was slurping noodles, while Jin just stared, lost in thought. "You're really something special," Jin said. And Bora, hearing this kind of thing from Jin all day, was floored. All this time, Bora had been the one chasing Jin, but it seemed like Jin was catching feelings. Caught off guard, Bora mumbled something awkward and bolted from the diner in a hurry, forgetting the walking stick they'd been using for the injury. A moment later, Jin ran after Bora, holding the stick out. "You forgot this," Jin said, concern in his eyes. "Don't you like me?" Bora fumbled. "I'm just interested in you." "That's not the same as liking someone, is it?" Anu, nearby, overheard and asked, "Then what is liking someone?" Bora didn't answer, and Anu left without pushing. In her head, Bora was reeling. "I think I'm starting to like him." But instead of telling Kim, she saved the thought as a draft in their group email. Later, during a school trip, Jin confronted Bora. "I know everything. You've been following me, even got my personal number. That means you like me, right?" Bora laughed it off, flustered. "Are you crazy? You think I'm in love with you? I don't even know what you're talking about." Jin pressed. "So we haven't been dating this whole time?" Bora shut it down. "Look, we're just classmates, nothing more, never will be." From a distance, Anu was watching Jin and Bora, his eyes lingering. That night, Bora and her friends got drunk, and in her haze, Bora stumbled to a teacher's room, banging on the door. The teacher, hearing the commotion, came up and quietly took Bora to another room to sober up. The next day, everyone went to the beach. One classmate started bugging Bora, but Jin and Anu teamed up to snap a photo together and send it to Bora and Kim. Semester over, summer break kicked in, and with school closed, Bora was bored out of her mind at her family's shop. Then her phone buzzed. Anu was on the line saying they'd taken a job at a store nearby and would start tomorrow. Anu wanted to stick close to Bora during the summer, and Bora couldn't help but smile, secretly thrilled. Sitting outside her shop, Bora kept stealing glances at Anu. They both had feelings, but neither could say it out loud. One night, Anu opened up to Bora, taking her to a special place. "I used to live here when I was born. Then my family moved to New Zealand. After my parents' divorce, my dad and I came back to Korea. My little brother and mom stayed behind." Bora listened, then asked, "You miss them, don't you?" As they talked, Bora spotted a plume tree and, like a kid, started picking and eating the fruit. Anu laughed, charmed by Bora's goofy side, and recorded the moment with that ever-present camera. "Your voice is beautiful," Anu said softly. Later, when Anu dropped Bora off at home, they shared a kiss, their first. After all this time together, they'd fallen for each other, even if the words hadn't been said. Bora's quiet kindness, the way Anu cared without making a big deal of it, had completely won her over. She saved another draft email, pouring her heart out. "I don't know what this feeling is. If it's love, then I've fallen for Anu." After all this time, when Bora finally sees Kim again, she throws her arms around him, tears streaming down her face. She introduces Kim to Jin and Anu, and that's when the truth comes out. Kim doesn't actually love Jin, he's in love with Anu. It all started when Anu wore Jin's dress to Kim's shop one day, and that mix-up caused the whole name confusion. Jin's struggling to wrap her head around it all, unsure what to do next. Seeing Jin looking so down, Kim says, "You're not hiding something from me, are you? I know you like Jin, don't you?" Meanwhile, ever since Bora figured out the situation, she's been giving Anu the cold shoulder. Hurt by this, Anu leaves a voicemail on Bora's landline, asking her to call back. That night, instead of using the house phone, Bora called Anu from a public landline. Anu picks up on it and shows up at the spot. She hands Bora a phone and says, "From now on, call me on this." Then, with a heavy heart, Anu admits, "I think I've made a huge mistake. I don't have those kinds of feelings for you. I'm so sorry if I gave you the wrong idea." Bora, heartbroken, leaves without saying much. She'd wanted to pour her heart out to Anu, but the words just wouldn't come. Anu first noticed Bora at their shop, then later on a bus, and eventually at the broadcasting club. Bit by bit, Anu realized she'd liked Bora from the start, but seeing Bora's interest in Jin made Anu jealous sometimes. One night, when they were drinking, Bora confessed to Anu that she liked her. Anu tried multiple times to talk to Bora about it afterward, but for one reason or another, it never happened. Eventually, Anu realized Bora's true feelings, but now she's got to head back to New Zealand. Before leaving, she wanted to tell Bora everything through a letter, but Bora wouldn't hear it. Even at school, Bora kept dodging Anu, avoiding her at every turn. What's a girl supposed to do when the person she loves is also loved by her best friend? Anyway, following Kim's suggestion, Bora, Kim, Jin, and Anu all go out together. Bora tries to act close with Jin in front of Kim, hoping to hide the fact that she actually likes Anu. but Kim notices Annie was constantly stealing glances at Bora. So Kim suggests Bora and Nin go on a roller coaster ride together, and they agree. Kim had hoped this would give him a chance to spend some alone time with Anu, but Anu, feeling overwhelmed, says she's going on the roller coaster instead. She heads over to Bora, sending Jin back to Kim. Jin tells Kim, "Did you know Anu is terrified of heights?" Kim's confused. Then why'd she go on the ride? Jin explains, Bora and Anu really like each other, but neither of them has said it out loud. Meanwhile, as the roller coaster climbs higher, Anu's fear skyrockets. When they finally get off, Anu, still shaken, tells Bora, "I'm moving back to New Zealand." Bora, trying to play it cool, says, "Oh, that's great." Anu, disappointed, replies, "I thought you'd be upset to hear that. You said you missed your brother, and now you'll get to be with him." Anu, with a sad smile, says, "Thanks for everything."
In the next scene, Kim confronts Bora. "Is there something you're not telling me? You like Anu, don't you? Why didn't you say anything sooner? I know you're honest, Bora, but you've been hiding this from me." Bora, struggling, admits, "I didn't know how to handle it. I knew you like Anu, and I didn't want to hurt you. I have no idea how this happened. I didn't want my feelings to ruin our friendship." Kim, softening, says, "It's okay that I like someone else, but what's the point if it wrecks our friendship? You're the one person I care about most. You've always looked out for me, especially when I was sick, but I didn't want a nurse. I wanted a friend." Tears in his eyes, Kim walks away. Back home, Kim finds an old email from Bora where she'd confessed her feelings for Anu long ago. The next day at school, Kim meets Anu and says, "You know I like you. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but Bora likes you too. She lied about it because that's just who she is. She's always looking out for me. Whenever I'm hurting, she feels it too. Back when we were kids, Bora carried me on his back and showed me the whole ocean. He was only 12 years old at the time, and I could tell it was tough for him to carry me around like that. Still, he insisted it was no big deal. Even now, all these years later, he's always taken care of me with that same heart." But that night, when Bora got home, he found out his brother had been in an accident. Everyone rushed him to the hospital. Meanwhile, that same night, Anu showed up at Bora's shop. When she didn't find him there, she left a message on the landline. "Bora, I'm leaving tomorrow. I really want to see you. I'm waiting right outside your house." Anu thought Bora would get the message and come meet her, but he was stuck at the hospital all night. He never showed. The next morning, heartbroken, Anu left with a heavy heart. When Bora got to school the next day, Kim pulled him aside and said, "You can't let Anu leave like this. Jin's outside waiting for you. Go with him and stop her." Following Kim's advice, Bora and Jin raced to the station. Bora ran through the crowd and somehow found Anu just in time. Out of breath, he blurted, "I'm so sorry. We never got to watch that movie together. I've caused you so much pain, and I ate all those plums that day. I'm sorry about that too." He paused, his voice breaking. "I was so hurt when you said you were moving to New Zealand. I pretended it didn't bother me, but I was lying. I lied when I said I didn't like you. Anu, I'm so sorry." Anu gave a soft smile and said, "Why do you keep apologizing? Every moment I spent with you made me so happy." Then with a brighter grin, she added, "I love you, Bora." Tears streaming down his face, Bora choked out, "I really love you too." Wiping his eyes, he said goodbye as Anu boarded the train. The train pulled away, and even though she didn't want to leave, she had no choice. She had to go. Meanwhile, Kim and Jin struck up a great friendship. They kept in touch through regular emails, and Kim even sent Bora New Year's greetings that way. But not long after, Bora seemed to vanish. He waited endlessly for an email from Anu, but she never responded. He tried reaching out to her over and over, but nothing worked. 2 years passed like that, and still Bora couldn't forget her. One day, Bora met a boy whose name, by some twist of fate, was also Anu. Hearing the name brought tears to his eyes, and he left in a hurry. Later, from a landline, he called Anu's old number, but just like always, it was disconnected. Speaking to the void, he said, "I can't keep waiting like this. It's too painful. I'd rather believe you're gone. I don't miss you at all. You'll never call me again, and I won't let you hurt me like this anymore." He was so overwhelmed with grief that he barely knew what he was saying. Back home, Bora noticed a package waiting for him. Inside was an invitation to an exhibition, along with a recorder. The exhibition showcased videos and photos from 2015 to 2020, memories of a lifetime. When Bora arrived, he ran into Anu's brother, who had sent the package. "I thought you should have this," her brother said. "I'm sorry if it feels uncomfortable." Bora shook his head. "No, thank you for inviting me. If you hadn't, I might still be angry at Anu." Anu's brother admitted, "I was upset with you at first. I was scared Anu would come back to Korea for you. But after seeing these videos, I realized how much she loved you and how happy you made her. She cared about you so much. Watching these recordings, I saw how truly happy she was in the short time she had with you. I want to thank you for being part of her life." When Bora got home, he sat down to watch the videos Anu had recorded. Every moment they'd shared, his silly pranks, their childlike joy, was captured with so much love. At the very end of the video, Anu wished him a happy new year. And with that, the beautiful story came to a close.